All right, so here is a question on again moment of inertia concept. So let's see what is this about. A lamina is made by removing a small disk of diameter 2r from a bigger disk of uniform mass density and radius 2r. Okay, so you can refer the figure also while reading the question. The moment of inertia of this lamina about the axis passing through O and P is I naught and IP respectively. So moment of inertia about the axis that pass through O and perpendicular to this plane. Okay, that is IO, and about IP is the moment of inertia which passes through the P. Okay, both these axes are perpendicular to plane. The ratio of IP by IO is what? Okay, now let us understand first thing that this particular figure, you can add a small disk to it. You can add this figure onto this smaller disk, and you what you'll get the full disk. Okay, so using principle of superposition, if I have to find moment of inertia about O of this figure, okay, then I can say that is equal to moment of inertia about O for this particular figure. Let's say that is I1 and this is I2, then I naught will be equal to I1 minus I2. Okay, but both the moment of inertia should be about the same point. So O is here. Okay, this is O, and here this is O, because when you add this smaller disk, you are adding it here, isn't it? So point O will come out to be at the tip here. Now, one more thing you need to take care of here is that it is a uniform mass density. So you can say that the mass density is sigma per unit area. Okay, so just multiply sigma with area, you'll get the mass. Okay, now let us first try to find out what is I1. I1 about this O should be what? mr square by 2. Okay, now let me replace this capital R with a small r so that we don't get confused. This is radius of this particular disk, which happens to be 2r. Okay, so the radius is given as 2r here. Now capital M is what? Sigma into pi into 2r. So pi 2r square is the area of the bigger disk. So sigma into that is mass. This into 2r square by 2. All right. So what you get here is 4 into 4, 16 divided by 2. It is 8 sigma pi r to the power 4. Okay. So this is I1, and let's see what is I2. Now I2 is, I'll first find out moment of inertia about this, which is center of mass of I2, and then shift that axis till O. Okay, so what I'll get is mass of this smaller disk, which is sigma, into pi r square, which is the area of the smaller disk. Okay, this is m r square by 2. Okay, plus this is m into r square. Fine. So when you simplify, what you get here is 3 by 2 sigma pi r to the power 4. Okay. So I naught will come out to be equal to 8 minus 3 by 2 sigma pi r to the power 4. Okay. This happens to be 13 by 2 sigma pi r to the power 4. Okay, so let me say that this is equation number 1. Okay, now let's try to find out moment of inertia about this point. Okay, now moment of inertia about P is again using principle of superposition will be I1 dash minus I2 dash. Okay. Now I1 dash will be what? I1 dash is moment of inertia of this bigger disk about that point. This is P. Okay. So that is equal to I center of mass, which we have already found, which is 8 sigma pi r to the power 4. So that is this plus m into r square. M is what? Sigma into pi to r square. This is m into r square. Okay. Now r, you have to constantly remind yourself, is 2r over here. Okay. So this is what this will come out to be 4 into 4 16, 16 plus 8, so this will come out to be 24 sigma pi r to the power 4. Okay, so this is I1 dash. Now what is I2 dash? I2 dash, I need to first find out moment of inertia about this point. I'll find about this point, moment of inertia, which is center of mass, and then I'll translate my axis from that point. Okay, I will transmit my axis from here till point P. Okay, so this is what distance? This distance is the distance between center of mass axis and the axis of P. Okay, these are this is the distance between two parallel axes. This happens to be under root 2r square plus r square. That is equal to root 5 times r. Okay, so you can see that there is a right angle triangle over here. So this is under root 2 r square plus r square. That is why it is root 5 r. Okay, so this will be equal to m r square by 2. So this is m sigma into area r square by 2 mr square plus this is m into distance square. Distance square is what? 5 into r square. Fine. So this comes out to be equal to this is 2 5s are 10 and this will be 11 by 2 sigma pi r to the power 4. Okay, so let me write here, it will be equal to IP I1 dash minus I2 dash. So that will be 24 minus 11 by 2 times sigma pi r to the power 4. Okay, so this is 48 minus 11. So that is 37 by 2 sigma pi r to the power 4. Okay, now IP by IO we need to find out, right? So IP divided by IO will come out to be 37 divided by 3. 37 divided by 13. Okay, so this is what you'll get, and this is closest to integer 3, right? So I'll tick option which says integer 3 as my answer. Okay.